What is up, everyone? It's Jira Bro back with another video, bringing you another data protection policy. But this time we're talking about the mobile devices. That's right. Some of you are actually using mobile apps such as Jira, Jira Cloud, Confluence Cloud, and there is a third one which is the Opsgenie. Now here what we have is the mobile app management for Atlassian mobile applications. So the thing is that there was like mobile device management, which is the MDM. Now you have MAM, mobile policy, which is different because everything that you actually do is configured within the admin.atlassian.com. Users do not actually need to download additional device management software on their mobile devices, and users don't need to enroll their device. By the way, this feature has been released, but the thing is you need to have your verified domain. Currently, I don't have the verified domain, but I'm 100% sure that many of you have your domains verified, so you can actually apply this policies, and you can actually start with these policies. I'm not gonna go through each of these articles because that would take a lot of time, and what we're actually interested in is when we create the mobile app policy, what kind of options do we have, and the result. So those two things are really something that we care about. We can then edit it, test it, delete it, usual things. Alright, so we're gonna start with creating the mobile app policy. So when we actually do this and we create the mobile app policy, the very first thing is when you do this, it says so you can have this create policy to save. You can actually configure your settings, which is this one. And now what does it say? It says this is applied to supported cloud mobile apps on both Android and iOS, and you can apply this policy. Now you can choose to apply this to all of the users or to apply only for the specific users. This is actually pretty interesting because let's say you have those external users, right? And let's say that those external users, for some need, they need to use their mobile apps as well. Why not to add an extra layer of security for those external users? Even though they're trusted users, they're actually, they're actually someone who is working with your company. But then again, you never know what might happen. So why not set up a mobile app security policy? So we have two things that we're separating here. The data protection, which is disable sharing, saving, or backing up content from the mobile app. To disable screenshots and screen recording of the mobile app. Ooh, this is actually an interesting one. Disable cutting or copying content from the mobile app. Another interesting option. So then app access requirements to block compromised devices. See, this is something that we're actually talking about. So what if those external users, what if their device gets compromised? And the question would be, what if someone from your company gets compromised as well? Assuming that you have a verified domain and everything, you probably have added the Active Directory. There is actually connecting with your verified domain, and when you actually do that, you're also setting up that extra layer of verification through that Active Directory. But let's say that your external users are not using the Active Directory, only their username and password, right, to access. And what if their device gets compromised? So you can block third-party keyboards on iOS. You can do things to require data encryption, to require biometric authentication, or a device passcode to require minimum OS version. And the other thing that you can actually do is to override any IP allow list to allow access from Jira and Confluence mobile apps. So this are all of the things that you can actually do when you're setting up your data protection policy. That is for the mobile apps only. So this only applies for the mobile apps only. The data protection for your whole Jira instance, that is something different. That is something separate. So you're going to scroll all of the way down. So you can say something like this. You can say require minimum OS version, which supported versions are iOS from 15 to 17 and Android from 8 to 15. Android 8. Ooh, that's kind of old. All right, so there is really, so I have said this, but there is now explanation of every single step, what actually this includes. I will leave the link in the description for this. And what I find also important is what your users get, okay? What they will experience. So when you actually do this, your users will be required to comply with the policy each time. So this is important. Each time they open the Jira Cloud, Confluence Cloud, and Opsgenie mobile app. Some may say, you know what, this is quite annoying. I just want to get into the my app and get on with my work. That's okay, but you also need to understand our security protocols, right? Yeah, good, because data breaches are happening every day, and even fun fact, a cyber attack happens every 39 seconds. 39 seconds. Every 39 seconds you have a cyber attack. So keep that in mind. Okay. If a user's device doesn't comply with your minimum security requirements, they'll see a full screen message on their device explaining the changes they need to make to their device settings. This message is unable to be dismissed and blocks use of the app until they make the required changes. And that's fair. And if you don't comply to our security measurements, well, you cannot use the app. Sorry. So this is what happens. You have the logo, a call to action, a heading. So now this is the explanation of everything of all of these four steps, if I can say. So now the question is, okay, but how this does impact the users with multiple accounts? So it says, yeah, I have created policy and they're already logged into account associated. This message blocks them from accessing any other accounts on the mobile app until they modify their device settings. If they don't want to do that, they can delete the app and download it again. This locks them out of all of the accounts on their device. They can access other accounts. So that basically is how the mobile app policies actually work. Okay. Alright, so that was essential for this video. We'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. See ya. Bye.